So before we get into the meat of the video, there's a couple of things I gotta say real quick. Number one, my sincerest apologies for my tired appearance. I did just get home from work after 8 hours, and I'm working on very little sleep. So if I look like butt, I apologize. And the second thing that I want to say to you guys is a big time, deep-hearted thanks for the amount of love and support that you have shown my last video on the subject. Now, I would like to also humbly request that you keep the same energy here for this video here, and especially for those that need it the most in the situation that we are talking about. With all that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed. So as it stands right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves Pokemon Guruji with 1 channel strike, Pokeferlax with 2 channel strikes, the Pokeraf with 1 channel strike, and Zora with 1 channel strike. Now, one of the main pillars of this video originates from what Raph ended up tweeting out. Dear at Team YouTube, myself and my fellow content creators have recently received copyright strikes on our channels, even though we comply with fair use. I urge you to please read my statement to gain a better understanding on this matter. Thank you. Please retweet/share to help us. And to accompany this tweet, we have ourselves some images that reads as follows. Hi everyone, I never wanted to make this post, but here we are. So as I'm sure some of you may be aware by now, but within the recent days, myself and some of my fellow Pokemon anime content creators have received YouTube copyright strikes on our videos from ShoPro. For those of you who don't know who ShoPro are, they are a company that produces the Pokemon anime. I first received a copyright strike on Sunday, and after checking the details on YouTube Studio, I was immediately confused. Upon checking, there were no details specified as to why I received a strike. Normally, there would be a description that clarified what copyright material, i.e. footage, music, etc. I had used. But in this video, it said nothing. It seems this is also the case with my fellow content creators. In recent years, ShoPro have been notorious for claiming channels even though they comply with fair use. Unfortunately, some channels have been terminated and unable to be restored. In other cases, some have managed to overcome this issue. From what I have researched, it seems ShoPro have claimed channels, including mine, not for what was showed, but potentially for what was said. My channel focuses on speculation and theories surrounding the Pokemon anime. For those that are unaware, due to this, I tend to theorize and express opinions/predictions about upcoming events. The Pokemon anime recently revealed that Ash Ketchum and Pikachu will be leaving the Pokemon anime soon, and during this time, the public received the final synopsis of summaries for these final episodes. The video that got removed on my channel was talking about this matter. In the video, I simply reported the news that was revealed and proceeded to express my own opinions and wishes for what I want to see in the final episodes. All of this is under fair use. I didn't use footage. I didn't use any content to relate to ShoPro. All I simply did was make a usual video like I always have. So what I've gathered from this situation is that either ShoPro doesn't want us to talk about the anime due to maybe the information about these episodes being revealed incorrectly, which I doubt in parentheses, or it's maybe because we all said something that has triggered their attention. Did we predict an event? I mean, if we did, then isn't that allowed, seeing as it's under our own personal thought and prediction? We are not associated with ShoPro or its representatives whatsoever. We are just people who make videos about the Pokemon anime. So the fact that myself and others are receiving copyright strikes with YouTube not even being able to clarify the details of what content was used says a lot. Okay, so we're not going to read the rest of the statement right here because the parts that I want to talk about the most have already been said, and first thing I gotta say is holy shit. So for those that may not be familiar with how a copyright claim and or strike works, to make a long story very short, if you were to receive a notification of either a copyright block, a copyright takedown, a copyright claim, anything to do relating with copyright, you would get a notification along with details and timestamps as to what the copyrighted materials are, whether it's audio or visual. The fact that YouTube wasn't able to pinpoint where it was supposedly infringing on copyright is actually quite concerning here, and this is a first for me because I have never heard tell of something like this ever happening. So while it's not 100% proven with what Raph was saying, this right here is some pretty damn strong speculations, and if we begin to tally the rest of what is going on here in this situation, it's starting to make more and more sense if you think about it. So it's bad enough as it is that ShoPro went after fair use content, but now they're doubling down by not only going after fair use content, but going after fair use content that has absolutely nothing to do with using imagery, but rather speculative discussions. Like, are they trying to censor their fans in any which way they can? It just honestly blows my mind that ShoPro, even to this very day, is still willing to abuse the fans like this. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to maintain fairness and professionalism here, because this is a very, very, very serious topic, and it resonates very deep with me. Maybe that's why I am starting to kind of go off a little bit here, because I myself have personal experience when it comes to ShoPro attacking my channel. For those of you guys that don't know this, I used to have a channel called Mega Crasher, and back in the 2017 era, I had many instances where ShoPro would copyright block / claim my videos, and it led to my channel getting not one, but 2 channel strikes. I had almost lost my channel, and unfortunately, that right there was a time where the death nail was driven into the coffin, and that was what inevitably led to me having to put that channel to permanent rest. So having this take place reminds me of what I went through, and I'm like, oh, hell no. No. I am not going to let my friends go through the same thing that I went through, not if I can do something about it. Like, ShoPro, I said this before, we very much appreciate the fact that you have produced an amazing product in the Pokemon anime, bringing together millions upon millions upon millions of fans across the world, and being a beacon of hope and light, especially during dark times, whether it's personal dark times or global dark times, such as with the COVID-19 pandemic. This right here is something that I will forever be immeasurably grateful for, but that doesn't take away from the fact that you can't do this. You cannot go around and just act like complete assholes and abuse your fans like this. Like, even though you are very protective of your IP and your copyright, which I understand, especially in the case if you have entire episodes being fucking re-uploaded, I understand that 100%. But for fair use, clean-cut, objective content that does not harm copyright at all, like, ShoPro, what are you doing? And as Pokeferlax here says, this situation is so much bigger than us just countering mistaken copyright claims at Team YouTube. This is the same huge company repeatedly exploiting and abusing YouTube's copyright system at a large scale to unjustifiably destroy smaller fair use creators. We need your intervention. And that is another nugget to add on top of the big mountain of bullshit that we are dealing with here, is that YouTube still, even to this very day, has massive security flaws and massive flaws in their copyright system, where it's to the point where it's so easily exploitable and easily abused, and you can shut down any channel basically for no logical reason other than your own greed, amusement, and selfishness. Now, we do have a little bit of positivity shining through this extremely dark and stormy cloud. We have ourselves freaking Pegasus, a 1 million subscriber plus size YouTuber, actually talking about this situation. I will leave a link to the video down below. This guy is a fucking legend. Pegasus, thank you so very much for doing us all a solid here. So I'm not really sure what else I can say here at this point, ladies and gentlemen, but there's definitely very big reason to be concerned here, not just from the general fact that ShoPro is once again on the rag and is rampaging about, striking down content that they shouldn't be striking down, but also it seems like, as Raph had speculated on, that it's not even for copyright reasons. It could be for something else. else, i.e. something said in those videos in question that are being struck down. So, as per usual, ladies and gentlemen, if we have ourselves any significant updates and development in the situation, then I will be sure to keep you guys all in the loop with what is going on. But that's all I have for right now here in this follow-up video. I want to say thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people, and I'll see you next time.